So as you watch this video right now, the Humanist Report just passed a gigantic milestone, one that I never thought we would have ever passed when I started this channel. We passed 100,000 subscribers. I don't even know what to say about that. This is something that was unfathomable to me when I started this podcast. My goal was to kind of, start a YouTube podcast, try to get some public speaking experience, try to form a small, tight-knit progressive community with other like-minded progressives to where, we can all talk about politics and whatnot. Holy crap, this morphed into something that I didn't think it would ever be possible. 100,000 subscribers, it's difficult to even envision how big of an audience that is. Because if I speak to a crowd of like 30 people when I give presentations, at as part of my college studies and whatnot, I nearly shit my pants. But the fact that I have 100,000 people that subscribed to the channel, this says a lot about the country. It says that there are people that are hungry for something different in terms of the media. People are tired of the bullshit that we've been fed, and people are looking for progressive change. I mean, my goal when I started this was to minimize myself and put the policy issues at the forefront. I wanted everything to be about policy, Medicare for all, education and whatnot. And, you kind of start with something and it just kind of takes off. And I've always, been trying to find my footing because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not a trained professional public speaker. I'm not, a political pundit. I've never went to school for journalism. I'm the dude who's behind the scenes, political science studies. I do the research, the data. I crunch the numbers. As boring as that sounds, I actually enjoyed it. So this is something that, I'm trying to acclimate to this because this is still new. I mean, our channel reached this milestone relatively fast, and we've captured the attention of the establishment.
It's called a Humanist Report podcast.
So, starting this podcast, I tried to make sure that it was professional and I did everything right, but when it launched, it was a complete disaster because I do this out of the spare bedroom in my house that me and my fiance are renting, and then we have a little cage with my bearded dragon, and then we keep a separate cage for crickets. And I forgot to take them out of the room for my first episode, so all you can hear are crickets in the background. And like an idiot, I hooked up the microphone, but was recording audio from my laptop. So technologically speaking, it was a disaster, but it was the most fun I've had in a long time. It's going to be a really tough battle, but I think Bernie Sanders can do it. We just got to get behind him. We got to support him. You can go to berniesanders.com and donate to his campaign. Even $5 is going to help because this is really a grassroots effort. If you want a non-establishment candidate, if you want someone who's going to get money out of politics, you've got to support Bernie Sanders. And even though I was awkward doing it, and it took me a while to really find my voice, now that we're doing this, I feel as though I'm really doing something important. So, I mean, I don't look at this as a victory for the Humanist Report. I look at this as something that the progressive movement did. And, people ask me, who else works on the Humanist Report? Because when I refer to the Humanist Report, I say we all the time, and people have asked about this. When I say we, I mean us, the audience, the progressive movement, the people who donated to Bernie Sanders, the people who are donating to the Patreons of the Humanist Report, Secular Talk, the Young Turks. These are the people that I'm referring to when I say we. But in terms of the channel, I do everything by myself. I don't have a team. I would love to have a team. I would love to have an editor. I'd love to have a co-host. But I'm doing everything by myself. I'm editing by myself, and it takes a lot. It's a full-time gig now, and I couldn't be happier. This is even though it gets very depressing sometimes, even though I have to talk about political issues that may cause psychological distress for a lot of people, war, poverty, healthcare. It's something that I enjoy doing because I feel as though it's important. I can do things that I wasn't able to do before. I have a voice that I never felt like I had before. And people are saying, you're our voice, you're communicating a message that we want. So it's just remarkable. To reach 100,000 subscribers I don't even know what to say. This is certainly something that We are going to build from here, and we're just going to get bigger and better as we go along. So thank you all so much for 100,000 subscribers. I didn't plan anything because I didn't honestly know what to say, because this is, I never expected this. Who expects to reach 100,000 subscribers? I mean, YouTube is oversaturated with thousands of people that post videos every day hoping to, achieve even just a modicum of notoriety. And it's very rare to have a channel actually get successful, to this level. But it shows that, we're tapping into something that's really important. We're at a point and time in our country where people are woke. They've woken up and they want something different. And I really feel honored to be one of the voices that, is trying to lead that cause and be a voice for progressives. So thank you all so much. None of this would be possible without you. And yeah.
Support this podcast by joining the independent progressive media revolution today at humanistreport.com.